Sports Talk worldwide. Hey, it's a little bit of basketball, y'all, and I'm gonna probably tell you something that you already know, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. The Oklahoma City Thunder is a team you better keep your eye on. Now, a lot of y'all gonna be like, well, duh, Russell Westbrook plays there. Well, yeah, you should be watching them because of that reason only. Like I said before, you got the NBA and you got Russell Westbrook right about now because the guy is beasting ridiculously. If he's not going to get a triple double, then he's going to hit 40. It's going to always be something to watch. The man is must see TV certified. But you're looking at this team, right? They're on a 3-game winning streak, and you got to think about this. They don't have the other playmakers that are in that lineup. They haven't had Payne for the longest, but they don't have Oladipo for the last 4 or 5 games, right? So that means there's no playmakers at all on that team. So this team is growing together and in confidence. This is going to help later in the season when it gets playoff time. Now, because they're not going to be able to ride Russell Westbrook forever. I'm expecting him to sit out a few games anytime soon because he plays with such intensity. So I'm expecting that. But I think they'll be able to be okay because they're growing and they're going to need Oladipo and Payne back to be able to win a couple of games without Westbrook. But it's little things, little subtle things that you got to keep an eye on. Steven Adams, hey, he's turning into a great center, right? We know he can play defense, right? We know he can finish around the rim, but you can start giving him the ball now and getting out of the way, and he can create. He has a jump hook with both the right and the left hand. He's perfecting his low post game. So that is something that is very significant going forward. The man believes in himself, and they believe in him. Pick and roll, you know what time it is. So Steven Adams. Now, coming off the bench, Enes Kanter. What I've noticed about him, right? We know you can give the ball to Enes Kanter and he can create. He has a mid-range game for sure. He's a good shooter. He makes his free throws, and if you leave him out at the three-point line, he'll jack it up, and he makes it at a high percentage, right, for a 7-footer. And but what is significant about him? Keep your eye on this. He is finally learning how to pass out of the double team or how to pass when someone is starting to come from their defender to double team him. He's starting to see that. And that's the last thing you learn because at the beginning you want him to just learn how to post up, how to do his low post moves, and to finish. Then you start thinking later about how to pass out of there and when to pass out of there. This is starting to become something that he's enjoying. I've noticed that he's enjoying when he gets assist. That is very, very, very important for them because like I said before, he's just going to the basket, whether he's make the shot or a turnover or whatever. But I am not passing this ball once you give it to me. That is changing by him. Keep your eye on that. People are starting to improve their games. Morrow, right? The shooter that they got with that very, very quick release. He doesn't even bring the ball down below his shoulders. He keeps it up and he releases that ball. Very quick release. One of the quickest released in the game, right? But this guy is starting to take people off the dribble, shoot from mid-range, or one dribble pull-up, or being able to pass. Those are the weaknesses in his game. He's obviously working on that because there's a necessity for it on the team. That's also something that you got to keep your eye on. Now, their bench in general, they got that shooter, man, Abernese. I don't know his name, Abrinas, right? This guy's a shooter. He's a very good shooter. He stretched the floor. Laverne is another guy who comes in at the center position with skills, though, right? Able to move, able to put the ball on the floor. So what I'm trying to say is through injury, right? This team is growing together, for one thing, and they're growing in confidence, right? So this is going to be great going forward because I have noticed, you watch Russell Westbrook and he feels as though he has to do too much, especially at the end of these games. No matter who you are, as a coach, you don't want players to take more than 2 bad shots a game. That means contested with 2 and 3 hands in their face and they still falling away trying to shoot and there's 4 other people on the court. As a coach, I can't stand that. I don't care how good you are. You can got 1 or 2. On the third one, I'm going to be complaining, right? Because there's too many people on the floor and you have the ball, which means you can decide what to do. You don't need to take a shot with 2 or 3 people all in your face and the shot clock's not even running down, right? So, and Russell Westbrook at the end of games, he's taking that shot. That has to change going forward for this team to not be predictable. But I'm pretty sure they're on it, right? So you guys keep an eye on the Oklahoma City Thunder and exclude Westbrook from that. Just watch the rest of these guys grow, because I am. And I was telling you guys, be careful in the playoffs. If this team doesn't have too many injuries, watch out for an upset somewhere. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here.